Hi guys, this is a topic that has been on my mind lately. These are the top 100 real cold, hard, and brutal black pill truths that men need to hear at least once in their life. I'm going to go over them by the number. Let's begin. 1. For a man who seeks success, appearance is the most crucial component. 2. Women place greater value on appearance than men. 3. This is primarily due to women being far pickier in their choices. 4. The majority of guys accept whatever they can. They act like fishers casting a large net into the water and pulling out anything that gets caught in it. There are many males out there that will essentially date anyone, attractive or not. 5. The proliferation of online dating applications has increased the importance of appearance for men. 6. Because women are exposed to more and more alternatives every day, appearances are also becoming more significant. What's the quickest way to choose from 100 possibilities? Get rid of everyone who is short and unattractive. That's all. 7. On online dating applications, the red carpet is always out for attractive men. 8. On the other hand, a man with ordinary looks may suffer greatly with online dating, receiving almost any matches and hardly any responses to messages. 9. Men who score less than a 5 on a scale of 10 will never be matched. 10. The top 10% of guys receive 60% of the likes on online dating apps. 11. The top 20% of players win the majority of the matches. 12. The best 50% of players receive 95% of the online matches. 13. Only 5% of matches are received by men in the poorest 50% of the male population. 14. These figures also demonstrate that appearances are largely objective and that there is little opportunity for personal taste or opinion. 15. Women may now work for themselves or rely on the government for resources, so a man's wealth no longer matters to them. 16. A woman is not attracted to a man who enters a relationship only on the basis of his wealth. All of it is artificial love. 17. His sole goal is to provide her resources so that she can pay her expenses, go on pricey dates, take vacations, and so forth. 18. Any man who enters a relationship primarily due to his wealth is likely to be dumped the moment he loses his job or his possessions. 19. Money-based relationships are prone to become dead ends, possibly twice a year. On his birthday and at Christmas, the man will experience intimacy. 20. Being confident isn't really helpful and only works if the man in issue is already attractive. This is due to the fact that an ugly guy's confidence is sometimes seen as creepy or arrogant. 22. In any case, confidence and appearance are intertwined. According to statistics, shorter, less attractive, and overweight individuals are more likely to experience bullying at school, which will have a detrimental impact on a person's confidence and self-esteem. 23. Attractive people are more likely to receive positive feedback from the parents of teachers, which in turn helps them feel more confident. 24. In addition, people typically acquire a measure of confidence depending on how they appear. 25. For instance, how can this short man, who is next to a man who is much taller than him, appear confident on the camera? 26. With such awful teeth, how is this man able to grin so confidently? 27. With his terrible facial acne, how can this man feel good about himself? 28. For these reasons, status is irrelevant as well. 29. Like confidence, status is heavily influenced by appearance. 30. CDOs only make about 15% of the population, yet 58% of them are above 6 feet tall. 31. Women tend to become interested in status only once they are ready to settle down. 32. If a man is small, elderly, and balding and driving a Mercedes, college-age girls aren't really interested in him. 33. Women don't care about your personality until you've attained a certain level of physical attractiveness in their eyes. 34. It comes to the point where you can get away with just much anything, and in fact, your bad personality qualities might be perceived as advantages if you are much beyond a woman's basic looks level. 35. A timid, attractive man is seen as adorable. 36. A shy, ugly man is perceived as being antisocial. 37. A charming man who is uncomfortable is viewed as cute or comical. 38. People view an uncomfortable, ugly man as odd or scary. 39. Women would willingly laugh at poor jokes when an attractive man tells them because they want to impress him. 40. People will avoid an attractive man who cracks jokes because they assume they are too good or inappropriate. 41. A clever, attractive man is seen to be smart. 42. An ugly man's intelligence is nerdy or geeky. 43. A handsome guy without companions is considered to be a lone wolf. 44. A man with no friends is viewed as a friendless loser if he is ugly. 45. Things like grooming or enhancing your look are overrated and don't amount to much. 46. Your appearance is not determined by your ancestry. A pricey haircut is not something you can pass on to a kid. Since it is an environmental component, ladies won't be concerned about it. 47. Furthermore, these aspects frequently only exist when the male is handsome. It is handsome guys who make nice clothing appear good, not the other way around. 48. An ugly man would look awful with those same clothing. 49. Joining a gym only benefits those who have at least average facial features, since it may significantly enhance one's attractiveness. 50. Getting a gym physique won't likely help if your facial features are below average because it will be viewed as overcompensating. 51. On a small guy, a gym physique might seem awful. 52. Some guys, even those with above average facial features and heights, nonetheless have genetic limitations because of things like a weak frame and inadequate muscle building genetics. 53. A man with decent height who was previously overweight can drastically change how handsome he is by working out and reducing his body fat percentage. 54. This is only true if the man has a beautiful face structure. The man would hardly be in a better position than before if he is ugly behind the fat. 55. A person's physical attractiveness is the sole factor that distinguishes them from a friend or a partner. 56. The majority of conventional dating advice is dreadful and does little more than make individuals feel better about themselves momentarily. 57. For instance, phrases like "just be yourself," "just put yourself out there," "just be presentable," and "make people laugh" merely address the surface of attraction and do not go into its deeper connotations. 58. Any relationship advice that begins with "just do whatever" is likely to be awful, according to statistic. 59. Rejections based on appearance are a major reason why more guys are being shut out of the dating scene every year. 60. Your facial bone structure, which is mostly inherited, determines how attractive you think you are. 61. The order of significance for facial characteristics is as follows: eyes, jaw, hair, and midface. 62. Having an average score across the board is preferable to having one or two exceptional features and one egregiously poor one. 63. For males with undesirable characteristics, surgery may be the only viable option. 64. Height is a desirable characteristic, since it is viewed as a sign of power. 65. The optimal height for males is between 6 and 6.5. 6 feet tall guys are also in good shape and shouldn't worry about anything. 66. Every inch below 6 feet is perceived as a slight detraction from your overall beauty. 67. Persons with heights of 5'7" or below are not commonly accepted. 68. Although heights over 6'4" are still desirable, they do have certain drawbacks, like a higher chance of sliding into a niche market and a higher chance of having a long face or lanky physique. 69. Because of this, the optimal height stays between 6 and 6'4" inches. People who are 6'5" and more still have it better than the typical person who is between 5'9" and 5'11". 70. Even if a man has had success dating in the past, becoming bald might ruin his prospects now. 71. The BlackPill claims that less than 5% of males can carry off the bald appearance, and those individuals would often need to be handsome to begin with anyhow. However, it is still possible to be attractive if you are bald. Popular culture has a lot to do with the uncalled projection of bald men in movies. Balding will make you seem 10 years older than you actually are. 73. Between the ages of 20 and 28, men are at the height of their appeal. 74. Men under the age of 20 may not yet have a completely matured face, making them less appealing. 75. Males above the age of 28 will gradually experience aging-related problems including baldness, skin deterioration, wrinkles, and so on. 76. This process of aging will probably begin slowly but pick up speed in a man's mid-30s. Women are most beautiful when they are between the ages of 18 and 24. 78. Because women age more quickly than men do, and because women have a smaller window for conception, the peak of beauty for women is smaller than it is for males. 79. A pee length of 6 inches or more is preferable for women. 80. 5 inches is considered to be a challenge. 81. Anything less than 5 puts you in a very challenging predicament. 82. Women of all racial and cultural backgrounds desire to date. 83. Chads are a distinct class unto themselves. 84. Women will never be honest with men about how important appearances are. 85. The fundamental motivation for this is to prevent upsetting males. 86. Instead, in order to keep such guys in the friend zone and slash or continue to get attention and validation from them, women will persuade men that personality counts the most. 87. Women solely consider value during dating and they date up the ladder. They don't turn a date down out of pity for the guy who can't find anybody else. 88. She would rather share a Chad than have a beta all to herself if there are no males available for her to date up in value. 89. The only situation where this rule is not followed is when a woman dates a guy down intentionally in an effort to get control of the relationship or his financial resources. 90. This frequently results in situations where the woman controls if and when intimacy occurs. 91. The male must make up for his lack of physical attractiveness by making disproportionately larger financial contributions to the partnership. 92. Polygamy is a fact that will only get more prevalent in the dating industry in the future. 93. No matter how attractive a lady is, she will always be able to find intimacy within the subsequent 24 hours of when she starts looking for it. 94. For women, dating is like grocery shopping. For guys, it's like looking for life in space. 95. Modern women spend their adolescence and early adult years shunning guys who don't live up to their absurd expectations. 96. Those same women then limit, where have all the decent guys gone? In their 30s? 97. In order to retain ugly guys in their 20s with promise in their circle, modern women will friend zone them. 98. She could then attempt to settle down with the same men in her 30s so they can support her financially. 99. Men are urged by the media to support and submit to women. 100. Women perceive an ugly man approaching her as insulting because they believe he is implying that they are of the same rank and scale of desirability. So that's the total and raw truth that men need to know in order to progress in life and stay tuned to reality. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.